Hello and welcome to another episode of Collab with Kiva. We are in part 2 of our 5-part summer series from Heatwave to Headway. Last week was all about getting it out. That's right, massive brain dump to get all of those ideas out of your head to gain clarity to start to move yourself forward and finish strong for the rest of the year. So today, part 2 is all about planning it out. It's not enough for you to dump it all out of your head and then just leave it there. You want to start the process of planning it out. In other words, strategizing. How are you going to move forward? What is the best path? In some cases, paths forward, because there might be more than one initiative that you are looking to accomplish, and there might be some different paths that you need to take to accomplish all that you're looking for. But I think what's also important is understanding that what can be combined? Now that you've taken everything out of your head, what can you put together? Where can effort be maximized? Where can you build on momentum of the things that you are going to be working on? For example, recently I had a mid-year planning session with a client, and we just laid out all of the things that we have put on other plates, smaller plates, bigger plates, and really just started to organize them and said, okay, these things are actually connected. There's definitely some parts of this thing that's connected to this, that's connected to that. The goal was, though, if we could make progress on this part of it, we could definitely see where we could also make progress on other things that were attached. So think about spaghetti. You're pulling up that one pasta noodle, you're gonna pull some other ones with it. And that's what happens when you start to plan it out. Start putting things together where you can look to capitalize on your actions as well as your efforts. But I also want you to estimate, in many cases, what is the level of effort that's going to be involved for whatever it is that you're trying to do. How much time is it going to take you to complete? And I know some of you are a bit, what's the right word here? Optimistic. Yeah, we'll use that one. You're thinking that you're going to accomplish these gazillion things in this small period of time. Let's be realistic. We are in the month of August. When we look ahead, we have September, October, November, December, 4 months to close out the year. We're not even going to count August because we're almost halfway through when this drops. So with that being the case, I want you to be realistic, not only with yourself, but with your list, and saying, how much can I actually accomplish? I'm not against setting big, hairy, audacious goals. No, but I also want you to have that realism so that you have checks and balance and you're not feeling utterly defeated come December because, hey, you didn't get done with all of those massive things that you thought you were going to achieve. So break it down for yourself into like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. Okay, if that's too much, just focus on the 60 and the 120 and figure out, again, we're playing a game of Tetris. What goes together, and then what can we put in the necessary buckets that's going to move us towards our goals that we've set and close out 2023 strong. And remember, business environment, the landscape shifts. When we're talking about a plan, it's a plan, but it is not something that we are holding on to, white-knuckled, never wanting to release. No, we are holding this plan loosely because things happen. Life happens. Stuff happens in business. The economy happens. There can be shifts. And you, as a small business owner, have such an advantage. You are that small, skippy boat that can just go ahead and maneuver, and you're not the large cruise ship or battleship that has to go all the way out and start to make the turn and then finally be able to make that turn. You have nimbleness on your side. So I want you to be able to take advantage of that by not holding this plan too tightly. Trust me on this one. So, shameless self-promo, because hey, it is my podcast. You can always schedule a strategy intensive with me, and that way we can work on planning this whole thing out. And recently finished up one of those, and the client has been raving in emails like, oh my gosh, this is so helpful. I have been able to get so much clarity, and this is how I'm moving forward. And I love hearing that. So Again, we're keeping these episodes short and to the point because it's a heat wave and we're trying to make headway. So you've already gotten it all out. I want you now to plan it out. Put like things together. Find areas where you can build on momentum and effort. You got this, and I want to hear all about it. See you next time. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Collab with Kiva. I'm wildly cheering you on as you go forth and execute data and operational efficiencies in your business. If you need additional support, connect with me via my website, the516collaborative.com.